Welcome back to Basin Motorsports for another day here. Well, we're at a car show. A car show! So this morning I'm out at the SJS Awareness Oregon car show here at Lithia Ford in Klamath Falls. As you can imagine, only Foxbody. Only Mustang, period. Now that's a weird one. But yeah, we're here and usually about the same amount of cars it's always been. I bet there's only 30, 40 cars here, so it's kind of a cold day. It's only, boy, I bet if it's 50 degrees, rained all the way in, and so I didn't even wash the car. Just came in, wiped it all down, and it's got it all cleaned up. So I did take some time to get some footage on the way in. I tried something new. So Brian Drum put up a picture last week of his pace car showing the front wheel, and he had like a selfie stick hanging it out the window, and I thought, man, I want to try it. Well, I ended up dropping my remote, so I couldn't get a picture, but I got this video, which is mostly wind noise, so I'm going to dub it over some music. Now beyond that footage, I put all three action cameras back on. So these are the cheap ones that kind of have really terrible resolution, but I put one on the front bumper, the front suspension kind of looking backwards, and the rear. Now I haven't even taken them off the car to look at the footage, but I will throw in right here the best of the footage that I can find. Hopefully, I'll keep my fingers crossed that I got the front suspension aimed correctly so I'm not looking mostly at the ground. Let's see what I came up with. Now I said that there's mostly the same amount of cars here. Yeah, I think so. Here's a couple of the new ones that I haven't seen before that I thought were kind of nice, and I'm gonna say they're my favorites of this show so far. Alright, so I obviously found a couple of the Mustangs, older Mustangs, thankfully, no Fox bodies. Somebody actually drove one here, but I didn't know who it was. I just saw them pulling out of the parking lot, so they obviously came to the car show, looked around, and left. So this afternoon, I'm just going to hang out. They have no food here, so I'm going to walk to probably Taco Bell across the way and get some food, and I'm going to enjoy this. Freaking car show, man. Car show. Awards or not, I am here. It's getting sunny out. Look at this. Look at this sunshine. It's fantastic. So I'm going to hang out, maybe see some more cars. We'll see this afternoon. We'll see what turns out on the end of this show. Alright guys, so we're done here at the SJS show. Got my window down. Whew. Starting to get some exhaust fumes. These guys running race gas. No trophy today, but I did win a, I think it's a Dana banner. So it's got something Jeep on it, so I probably won't even hang it. But at the same time, I did get a free Snap-on t-shirt. So, you know, like I need another t-shirt, but that's okay. I'll definitely use it. It's an XL, it's black, it's red lettering and that, so good stuff. So from here on out, I'm gonna cruise to the house, let the car sit overnight, and then I will have a double header. So tomorrow is supposed to be a Cars and Coffee from 11 to 1, and I will, I'm gonna go to that. So let's get the car home, and we'll pick up tomorrow, heading out for Cars and Coffee. All right, y'all, so it's Sunday, and the guys that normally organize the coffee event in town decided they wanted to go racing instead. So they went over to the drag strip this morning rather than doing the coffee event, which means, well, I didn't go to town today. So while I planned to have a doubleheader weekend, it turned into a single event weekend, which was a great weekend. Yesterday, after being, I guess, home for about 24 hours, it really felt like it was back then. And I'll say pre-COVID-19, everybody was just standing around close by. And this is kind of an older crowd normally at this group, so I would say everybody from 40s up to 80s in age. We're all standing around, no masks, handshakes, hugs. It was I'll tell you, it felt weird. And the reason was because you're supposed to be social distancing, you're supposed to be keeping everybody apart. And everybody there, for the most part, kind of like the core group of people that normally go to all the shows, they really didn't care, I would say, about the guidelines and that. They were happy to be showing their car. So it felt pre-COVID-19. It felt like car shows used to be. So I didn't get to drive the car this weekend again, even though I got a full tank of gas now for the first time in this whole year. I guess I will decide if I'm going to go to the coffee event next Sunday, and if I do, I'll definitely film that. So there's an event coming up that I'd like to invite you guys to maybe meet me at if you're within, I don't know, a few hours or whatever, and you could get there. On Sunday, June 8th, Metalworks Speed Shop in Eugene, Oregon is having an open house and kind of they're calling it a swap meet, but I'll say the plan for them is that they're kind of rounding up all of these kind of like cast-off projects from old builds and everything else. They are a professional shop, and somebody I actually have seen before build some pretty high-end cars. They are going to do a swap meet, and really it's going to be kind of like an old parts get out of our shop sale. Now granted, I doubt they're going to have anything Foxbody related, but it should be about a 3-hour drive for me from here, the garage, and over to Eugene, Oregon. So if you're in, I would say, somewhere that you could get to Eugene within a few hours, you want to check out the car, you want to hang out a little bit, even somewhere along the way, I will probably go to that. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'm thinking I'll leave here about 6, which will get me there roughly about 9. So along the way, I'll stop a couple places, probably go to the bathroom, get another cup of coffee and things like that. So if you guys are interested in meeting there, you want to see the car in person that you never have, coming from Portland, Northern California, anywhere along the I-5, let me know. I'll be sure to meet somebody along the way. Or if you're in Eugene and want to meet it, hey, I'll bring it out, be there. Car has been running great. Having a little bit of an issue with it. The gauge says it's overheating, but the car shows no signs of that, so I'm not sure if it's a sender or whatever, but otherwise it's been running fine. You know, just freaks you out when you think your car is about to melt down, but it doesn't. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the scenes from getting some, on-car camera for the action cameras and that. Still not sure I like using these things because the resolution's not there, but I'm going to get some use out of them. So let me know, what did you think? Good stuff, bad stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy at least seeing a car show being an event. So with that, we'll see you for next time from Basin Motorsports.